Welcome, one and all, to another
Oh,
one and all. We're
yes.
all one, and we're all.
All right, all right.
Welcome to another episode of Birds of a Fedda. I am Chinoy. That man is Steven, and today we'll be talking about the love languages, sir. Yeah, we're getting very deep
The language
into our feelings.
the language of love.
The language of love. So
Well, all right.
it's not French. A French is a language of love?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got
but
it
we're
right.
not talking about that.
Yeah, no, we're talking about the other ones.
The five.
The five love languages. Yeah.
You know, would you mind listing these love languages for the
All of them?
all five? Putting you
All
on the
five.
spot.
I think it is quality time, words of affirmation, gifts, something and services. What's that? I think it's
Acts of service.
acts of services.
Yeah, yeah.
Acts of service.
One more.
There's one more. Physical touch.
Physical touch.
Bang, you know, because you have to.
Yeah. Clap cheeks. Hey. So I guess for those who don't, like, most of them are pretty self-explanatory, but like words of affirmation, I think we can get a little bit into that one. And from what I understand, that you can tell me if you understand differently, Mr. Chinoy, is that is the one where you're more vocal with your partner and affirming how your feelings about them, and also I guess anything about themselves that you find.
That you. If you ask me, it's very stressful. But
Hold on, sir. This man is jumping ahead in the program. He's really has something to say. He has something to say, guys. But before we do that, so did you do that love language test? So for those of you who don't know, love language is like a whole thing. The guy, he wrote a book on it, and there's a love language test that you can do to see what your love languages are. And essentially, a love language is the way that you like to be loved and the way that you feel appreciated.
Yep.
Right? Now, the thing is, like, you will have something in each of them in the five buckets, but you will skew more heavily towards one, right? So, did you do the test?
I did not do the test. However, after reading the book, I know what my love language is.
All right. And
that's yours.
Did
you?
Yeah, I did the test.
Oh, you did it? You actually did the test?
Yeah, I did the test.
Did it line up with what you thought your love language was?
100%.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't do the test. So mine, maybe just do. I guess my father somewhere upon all five.
Yeah.
Maybe get the top two. So the top two for me is acts of kindness. Acts of service. Acts of service. There we go. And quality time. That them two they up top. And then I think after it will be, I can't remember the rest.
Yes.
But the one for me,
yes.
Gifts is second to last, and last is words of affirmation.
He really wants to get into his words of affirmation.
Yeah, man, that is last. That should be the family list. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so all right. So access service.
Access service one. Quality time two. But that's a personal touch.
Physical touch, and then gifts, and then
words of affirmation.
Okay.
You know it's bad even when gifts make it in before.
Yeah, for me, access service is a clear winner. Clear winner. And then I think there was a tie between, or like what's the one? Time?
Quality time,
like nudged out physical touch, and then at the bottom it says, and then dead last is words of affirmation. Dead last.
Dead last
for me. All right.
wait. So Max is knowing all these things and taking the test. Do you think that it is a valid metric or a way of measuring how you would like to be loved and how you can love other people?
You know what? I think there is some validity in it for sure, and I think it's a good springboard.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? To like framing a certain situation, right? So if you meet somebody and you're on a date with them, and you bring up the topic, you're like, what is your love languages? And then it kind of gives you an idea of what's important to the person. So from that perspective, yes, I'm going to say that there's a lot of merit in it, because you can, right off the bat, just kind of see where a person
feel out somebody. Yeah.
Right. But for it to be the be all end all, I wouldn't say that. But I definitely think it's like a good compass.
When you say like an end all, you mean in sense of like it would demolish like a relationship?
Well, I think definitely if you're not speaking the same language in that relationship, it can be to a detriment to it. But I'm talking about putting yourself in these specific buckets.
Yep.
Is, I think the idea of love languages is great, but I'm not sure that these buckets are the only thing that exists. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
I think this is like a good
a good starting point.
Yeah, but but the idea of love languages, I think, is very very interesting for sure.
All right.
Me,
I think of it as a little bit more deeper than that, just because like I know situations where like the two people them talk two different languages. And it's not that you need to talk the same language as a person. It's just that you need to talk their language when you try to show them love. So not because like you all about physical touch, you expect that a person could be that person. They're probably saying, oh, they want to spend quality time or whatever. Me put a lot of weight in it because if me use myself as an example, as me say, acts of service is like super high for me. So the way you show me that you care about me is that, like, if you give me gifts, like I wouldn't care. You understand what I say? And if I swing that round to somebody else, I can see how me doing something with me think, how me, like, this is how me show love. But that is not how the person receive it. You know what I mean? For me, I do them things that not really help me. You understand? Yeah, they might appreciate it. But for them, they're like, yo, but you're not really doing the things that me want you to do. Yeah. So from that sense, I say, I can completely buy into it 100%. Like you say, there are other metrics that you can use. You see me? But I just think that is a high metric. You understand? And if, like I said, like on a first date, if you meet somebody, and that is usually like a good question for ask. Because then you get to like understand them a little bit better. How them deal with certain situations and the thing will matter to them. Because I say, if you go in and think, say, you will show these women with gifts. And she's like, ain't no gold digger, bro.
She's like, no, it doesn't really work for me.
She does, like, you just you step by your own foot. So I don't know, the guy who wrote it or whatever, he did on to something.
I think there's a little bit of an overlap as well, because like as much as like gifts is way at the bottom for me, gifts can also for me can also be an act of service. And the reason I say that is, like, if nothing happened and you just like, oh, here's a watch, right? I like watches, so of course I'm going to like the gift.
The gift.
But it's not going to like give me anything, right? Whereas if you know me really into Dragon Ball Z, right? And you see like a lamp, that cool Dragon Ball Z team lamp out of the blue, out of nothing, and you get that for me as a gift, right? To me, that is almost the act of service, because what happens is you really took the time and understood what I appreciate, and then you're giving me this gift as a thing of it. And it's not, for me, it's not the fact that you gave me the gift, it's the fact that you were thinking about me. And I think that is what gets me with acts of service, because to me, acts of service communicates to me that you are a thoughtful person. And you're, so is it the acts of service, or is it the person being thoughtful that I am going for? You know what I mean? So there's that type of stuff. And then also being thoughtful could also like go into words of affirmation, right? Because there could be a situation, you know, where this person just wants to like tell you how they feel about you. Like you, like to me, like I can go a whole relationship without hearing it. But if it comes under the right guise, as opposed to not just you telling me so you can hear it back, or you know what I mean? Like if it comes under the right thing, it can also show up to me as an act of service, so to speak. Because you know what I mean? Like under the, so to me, it's more the motivation behind it. If it was just a thoughtful thing that you were doing, to me, thoughtfulness is the big thing for me. And the easiest way to show thoughtfulness is through acts of service, right? But I think you can do it through the other ones. So that's why for me, when I talk about it being, you know, a good starting point, is because yes, but them on its own, without the thing behind it, like without the thoughtfulness behind it, which for me, that is the biggest thing. Thoughtfulness, and then, you know, it permeates through all of these things.
Me look on them a little bit more face value. So like when somebody say like, when somebody say,
go on, let me hear it. Go on.
When somebody say like words of affirmation is their love language. To me, that sound like we need to always be on it. Like it don't sound like me saying something when we mean it, or when we being thoughtful. It just seems like, listen, you need to say it to me. You need to say this to me every day, couple times a day. Like me have this go on, and I like to hear them thing. You dig what I say? So that come after me that way. It's just like if you think about quality time and physical touch. Like that feel more like an overlap to me, just because, and when I say physical touch, me even not talk about like sex or anything like that. Just talk about sharing a space. You dig what I say? So I don't know if the physical touch part was sex, but how you differentiated, that are probably where you would have to think of. Something a little bit more drastic than holding hands, because that is a part of physical touch, that's a part of spending time. Cuddling, probably the same thing. You know what I mean? That's a little bit more wider for me. You understand? Accept, like you say, I can go through a relationship not hearing words of affirmation. But when it does come, you understand what I say? That, me appreciate that. Way more than would appreciate anything else. Because as you say, there is a thoughtfulness behind it. You understand what I say? It is not automatic. You understand? And it becomes very difficult when you're geared that way. For you or me, difficult for me when me geared that way. For me, then reciprocate that version of it.
So essentially, no, see what I say. And definitely, as you say, agree with the whole take it at face value sometimes. Also, you know, again, for me, because acts of service just means doing things for you.
Doing things.
So you can just get up every day and do things for me because you think it's what you're supposed to do. And And that won't move the needle for me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, like if it's a thing where you just do it because you're supposed to do it, like you just get up and you're like, all right, I get up, I clean the place, I do this, and that's just what I do because I'm supposed to do. Like it's a nice thing, but it doesn't move the thing as much as if there is thoughtfulness behind it.
Gotcha.
Is what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So on them own, if you take them on them own and you take out the things behind it, of course, access service is still going to be number one for me, right? Still going to be number one because like that's just how I'm wired, right? And words of affirmation is still going to be last. So in that in that thing for sure.
But the in between,
when you add thoughtfulness and all of them things behind it, I don't think the order changes, but like you can get mileage out of the other one. Then. You see me, whereas you couldn't get mileage out of it if you thought out of some of the others if thoughtfulness was not in there.
Gotcha. Yep. Of course, 100%. That make perfect sense. It just have to be. I guess this is more I wonder. If you when somebody asks you for your love language, I guess do you tell them, would you say acts of kindness or acts of service or whatever that?
If we just
do you say well it's a mashup?
Yeah, well, we're not going into the throne speech.
You're not getting into it.
We're not going into the throne speeches because we know what they're asking. I think the throne speech can come later on in further conversations around it. But if we're on our first date and like what's your love language? Oh, all right, first it's gonna be access service, then you have this and then you have this and you have that, and then if the conversation starts to get deeper and deeper, then we can start talking about that. But I don't think I explained myself properly because it's not like I'm saying it's a mash of all of these things, right? What I'm saying for me, like the big thing for me is thoughtfulness. The easiest way to show that you're being thoughtful is through access service, right? That is the easiest way, and I think that's probably the one that has the biggest weighting. So let's say if you have the thoughtfulness pie, right? I'd say access service is take up like 75% of it. Right? So for me, that is where it is. Once you're thoughtful and you're doing things that make me see that you're thoughtful, that is like a big plus for me.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. So what about so we know that don't mind that, guys. That's just so much money. There's so much money.
But not too much money. You understand?
Not too
just much. So much. There's a difference.
Yeah. So with that being said, we clearly figure out what we know what you don't like. We know what you don't like. We know that you're not. But do you like from a speaking the language standpoint? Like, do they line up the same way as what you like to receive? Like, do you think first the actor service, like when you are giving somebody?
Not specifically. I think the last two remains the same.
Yeah.
The gifts and the thing. And I don't want to come off. I don't want to come off as like I'm cheap or anything like that.
No gifts.
And that's how it sounds.
Heard it here first on Birds of a Feather.
Because it come off that way. It come off that way. Like me, I try to be cheap.
But
that's not what me I try to be. That's not what I am. I don't like feeling like I'm a bank. Yeah, you understand what I say. So for me, the first three can be interchangeable. So if it's like quality time, personal touch, and acts of service, that can always be interchanged. And you can even throw gifts tonight. My thing is, I am just not the person who may gonna be buying bundles every week. Or
roses coming home with a bouquet of roses every day.
Yeah, fam. Like, that's just not something where when me want to do.
Yeah.
Then you already know how I feel, but you know me. You already know how I feel, but
words of affirmation.
I feel like that's such a, and again, it's not me, so it's not for me to say, oh, this is a stupid whatever. But I'm just like, yo, if that is where you're bank fan, for somebody show you say them love you. I just think that like words of affirmation should be your own love language. How you treat yourself.
Yeah.
Because me can say whatever. I don't mean none of it. You know what I say? I can tell you how beautiful you are, or how sexy you are, or how much I love you. I don't mean none of it. I go up on the road, go do whatever I want to do in the streets. Whatever.
Do you think you could do that same deception with acts of service as well? Like, all right, I think we should probably like define.
I think, yeah, because when so all right, make go off of my access service and make go off of your access service. Because in all the other ones, there's a skin in the game. You know what I'm saying? If somebody, I'm gonna do the surface level of acts of service, if somebody just do something for you, they might exert them own energy for do something for you, isn't it? So them remove self out of it. It is no thing. You dig what I say? The next thing is if them being thoughtful, again, they're removing self. Isn't it? And them I think of a way how to make you happy. You dig what I say? If me I say words of if me I do words of affirmation, you dig what I say? Me I remove. Am I removing self? No, sure. But me can not only can I just use that for kind of like for hook you in the sense that me can say me know is something where you like. So me can say it. But me can have less what the word? Honesty behind it. You dig what I say? If me I wash the dishes, there's no honesty behind washing the dishes. Me I wash the dishes. You know what I say? If me I hang out with you, I am there. You know what I mean? Me I spend the time there with you. If a personal touch, me physically there, me I touch you. You know what I say? If me I say words, me can type you the words and I type somebody else the same words. You know what I say? There's so much less skin in the game.
Want to play a little devil's advocate.
Sure, of course. You wouldn't be Steven if you
didn't. Want to play a little devil's advocate. So me could take, all right, so I established that one of the things that you say is words of affirmation is like it's easy to fake. Is that your bottom line?
Yeah.
Is that the
because
easy to fake?
Yep.
I think gifts would fall in that too as well, depending on how financially well off you are.
Yep.
You're a rich person, you can endow people with gifts endlessly and it don't mean nothing to you, right? Yep. What if? So I know it's probably for you harder to fake acts of service and stuff like that, right?
Yep.
And for me as well. For me, it's very difficult to like do something for people that I'm not like investing. Right. But now I'm wondering if that is a symptom of the wider population or a specific set of people. Like, are there people out there, and I don't know the answer, are there people out there that can fake doing stuff? Because you have I've heard situations where when you hear about the guy cheating on the girl and all of that and like ruining the relationship or vice versa, that they treat them like a princess. You know what I mean? They do all of this stuff for them do this, them do that. You know, they're the one that cook all the dinner, them do all of this, but them still find time.
Why you don't trust those guys?
They still find the time to go out and do the thing, right? And the same thing, especially if you think about quality time, that's easy to fake as well, right? Because you can spend all weekend with this person, and then on your time off, you schedule a little rendezvous.
Right?
So I am wondering if if there's a easy to fitness around all of them, but because for you personally, it is hard for you to spend time with somebody you're not like invested in. It's hard for you to be physical touch. I'm not talking just sex, but about like cuddling, all of that. With somebody you're not invested in. And for you, it is difficult for you to like do the acts of service for somebody you're not invested in. And it's easy for you to maybe buy a gift for somebody because it's their birthday or it's Christmas, and without a second thought. And it's easy for you to just send a text saying, "Hey," I want to say easy. I don't mean like it's something that you do, but it wouldn't like you don't need to feel any way about somebody to do it. Because it is like that for you, then you see them as a thing. But maybe for the other person, it is difficult for them to say those words to somebody if they don't mean it. So to them is a thing, right? And if there's like
I'm sure there is. Because like you said, if that is not how you receive it, then it now becomes a choice on whether or not you can give it that way. That's or if you want to even give it that way. That's what I say. I am a firm believer in action speak louder than words. So that's why the whole affirmation thing in the water for me. You understand what I say? You can tell me whatever you want to tell me, but for me, your actions are what you do. There you go, I say. So it hard for me, say me can like somebody who wants words of affirmation, like relies on it as a number one love language. It's very hard because the way me want, and again, it's not about me, but it's instilled in me for sure that way. You understand? My actions are what me use. I might not say the right things all the time. I'm probably not say the right thing at all. But the way I treat you, the things I do, that are how me sure that part of how I feel about it. And I guess for me, that's what I use to say, well, it's easy for me just go and say, oh, babes, say you're the prettiest thing on the planet. I'm not even behind it. But if me do this, you understand what I say? That I want me use that hold much more weight. And again, it's not about me, obviously.
Well, I think in some instance it has to be about you because you're the one doing it, right? So here's a question for you though, when it comes to the whole words up. Now I'm trying to understand how much of a deal breaker it is.
It's words of affirmation?
Hold on. So let's say you meet somebody, right?
You
never ask it, you never talk about love language at all. But like this is literally the best first date you ever go on. Right? Best second, and you don't talk about words of affirmation till like date 4. Sorry, you don't talk about love languages till date 4. Now, words of affirmation probably wouldn't show up as an issue because it's only 4 dates and she's cool and all of that, right? So it's not that she is what's the word I'm looking for? The word is right there. It's not that she's insecure and needs to tell her how pretty she is and all of that, right? So it's not that she like needs something filled in her, but that's how she appreciates it. So she wouldn't be looking for that from you by the 4th date as yet. Just like how you probably aren't looking for access service and all of these things by the 4th date, right? But no, after 4 dates you can like really like somebody. Not about love or anything, but like you can be like you can really be invested. And then after you talk about it now, 5th date she's like, all right. We talk about love languages, and mine is words of affirmation. Would that be enough for you to be like, maybe just nip this in the bud?
I don't think so. And the reason why I don't think so is because I don't know how much work that is yet. Because again, words of affirmation, you can have like one of them things the way is like them put on something. You have to say that look good. You know what I mean? Them wake up, you have to be like, you're the woman, you're the apple of my eye. Like, you have to go up and an entire team of just like reinforcing every single day. And it could be for a bunch of reasons, like wherever them go through or wherever. You're gonna say you can have that. Or it can be, all right, me like to hear it. Isn't it? It not to be every day.
Yeah.
There's no pressure, there's no aggression up towards it, but me like to hear it a little bit more than some. So if you go, if a weekly was all you would have said something, or if bi-weekly would have wanted 2-3 times a week. Something like that. I don't think I could have do it more than that. Because
you don't want to become mature.
Because then it become mature. Then it never go schedule it on my phone. Say
set a reminder.
Set a reminder to remind myself to tell that person how beautiful they are today. And I just don't know how sincere somebody
you know what? You know what would be interesting
every day.
You know what would be interesting? And I haven't read the book, so I don't know. But this might be a piece of it. You're telling, let me tell you how to fix the book, sir. But it would be good to know, like, the degree of it. You know what I mean? Like, when you say words of affirmation, what do you mean?
What would you mean?
Right? Is it that you prefer, like, if I were to tell you that I love you versus doing something to show you that I do it in one, like we're talking about one instant, we're not talking about overtime.
Yeah.
Right? Which one would you pick right off the bat? Right? And if you would pick, I tell you, then all right, cool. Is it a situation where you need me to tell you every day? Because all right, no, that's a chore. And that is something that, like, that I don't think that's a compromise. That is me, I'm all the way over here. You're all the way over here, and this is me coming to you.
Coming all the way to you.
Right?
Exactly.
And if I don't come all the way to you, are you still going to feel? Are you still going to feel love? Like if we say, all right, I can't meet you here, right? But I can meet you here, and then you have to come meet me here. Will that be enough, or will it not? You know what I mean? Yeah. We need more layers.
We need to be more like us. Layer guys.
Yeah.
Understand. Yeah. What about you? Are you a beginner in any of these languages, or are you a master of all?
No, definitely words of affirmation and gifts. Those two are not. Like, I'm good with giving gifts from like if I see something and think about you type of thing, you know what I mean? So if you have interests, if you have interests and I know what your interests are, you know what I mean? And it's a giftable interest, then you know what I mean? I'm inclined. I'm much more inclined to do that. If it's a thing, like if it's your birthday, Valentine's Day, Christmas and all of that, no, this might be coming from my own thing. But like I didn't grow up in a gift-giving household. You know what I mean? So for me, gift giving, like it's like it's gift giving to celebrate something is not in me, right? So I have to like overwrite it and be like, okay, let me go do this, right?
Yeah.
The moment, and this is, I think I need definitely to see a psychologist. But the moment it starts to feel, the moment the gift giving starts to feel like an obligation, like I start to become like hesitant. You know what I mean? Like, and it's a weird nuance because it's like, when your birthday comes, I'd like to give you something for your birthday, right?
Naturally, yeah.
But if I know
anything.
If I don't know, I need to go to.
She shouldn't expect anything.
Yeah.
You know, say you want to do something, but she must always be forever surprised.
Yeah, the moment you start expecting, like the zeal gets less. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'll still do it 8 times out of 10, but like the drive behind it is less. And there's clearly I need to do the deep work. Clearly I need to do the deep work, but currently that's where I am.
That's where you are.
And I can acknowledge it. Right? And there you go. Yeah.
And just like holiday gift giving.
Yeah.
It cannot feel like a holiday. It cannot feel like you're expecting a gift.
No. That is actually one of the things that I like to talk about. Not upfront, but like in the early stages is Valentine's Day. That's a key a key one, because I need to know. Now, if you tell me that Valentine's Day is important to you, then I will do my best to work with that for you, right? If you tell me that it's not important for you, you're not getting, like, chances of you getting a gift are very slim. So don't tell me it's not important. You know what I mean?
But yeah, give away the secrets.
Yeah, no, but this it's good because this will now like break down all the issues. You know what I mean? If you tell me it's not important, then chances are I am not going to think about it. You know what I mean? Chances are I'm not going to think about it. It's like, all right, you don't care. Because I don't care. I don't care about that. Right? But here's the flip side of that. Here's the flip side of that. If I know you care and gifts signify something to you, right? And I give you a gift and you don't give me a gift, I'm watching, because you have said to me that gifts signify something important to you, right? You said that gifts signify something important to you, right? So if gifts are important,
gift getting, not gift giving.
No.
Bro, gift getting that, not gift giving.
Yes. It is important for me to get the
gifts.
Not give them. Why would I?
Exactly. Barry, who is it important to give gifts? Come on, bro. What's wrong with you? I'm walking around to the people. I just love giving gifts.
Yeah, I'm a giver.
Yeah, I'm a giver.
Yeah.
I get this feeling whenever I'm giving a gift. Yeah. Nothing else. Nothing. Who does that?
Yeah. I'd say for sure those two are like my least fluent from that standpoint. And then access service for sure. Kill it. Nail it.
Yeah.
Nail it. Conversationally fluent. I can speak it like it's my mother tongue, you know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
Got that in the bag, bro.
Yeah. No, I would say, I would say those would be mine, and then the last two.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Are there other kinds of, they're not like love languages, but other kind of traits that you look for whenever you're getting into like dating somebody?
Man, I don't know if I had said this before, but thoughtfulness is a real big one. May have mentioned it, may not, right? And then under that umbrella, I'd say what come under it is under this new thing of like sharing, right? So it's sharing music, sharing jokes that you find funny. You know what I mean? Those things are more important to me than they should be. For example,
now they should.
Yeah. But like for some, but I'm just like, how come you don't send me any? I'm always sending you music. And I'm not like bringing it up as an argument, but me like, and if you don't send me music, I'm hear your friends say, "Oh, look at that song you sent me." Like I get offended. Like I get offended.
Why?
Offended. Because it's one thing if you're not a person that thinks to send music, right?
Yeah.
If you think about sending music and you send it to other people and not me,
yeah, you're killing me.
Then that's
why?
Yeah, we're like, what? Don't you love me? Why don't you love me?
Oh God.
Yeah. That would be one I'd say. Like the sharing of those things. Memes, that type of thing, music, any jokes that you come across on the internet. That is one. I'd say that is one.
Okay. Not so much for me, the sharing of music, but more like the same taste in the music, pretty much. I'm not really too love being a part of things. Yeah. So like the meme world and everything there. I use memes, very, very few, but I think having a humor, a sense of humor should be on this love language.
Laughing together.
That often be something where that should definitely be right up there with quality time.
Yeah. But feel like that should have been like a sub bullet.
Like a sub bullet, yo.
Of quality time. Because
Yeah.
I'm spend quality time with you if you're not funny. That makes
if you're not funny.
that makes no sense. That makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah. So just having those things in common, I think would have been my additions to these stuff.
Yeah. Well, we'll see those in the revision.
Yeah.
Revised
knock off
edition.
the last 2 gifts.
Yeah.
I think since you can only have 5.
Yeah. So you can cut off.
Cut off the gifts and everything. I'm going to add these 2.
Yeah.
And put a nursery to bow on it.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Was that our take?
That sounds like our take.
That's our take on the 5 love languages, or actually 3 love languages. And
we're going to speak
2 other things. Yeah, 2 other things. We'd love to hear your takes.
Yes.
What are yours? Tell us.
What are yours? Yeah. And which one you would never date? Like never date.
Yeah. Would you never date someone who can't give you words of affirmation? Or
gifts.
Or gifts on your birthday and on Valentine's Day and on Christmas and Thanksgiving and Martin Luther King Day.
And Labor Day.
Yeah.
And Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Veterans Day.
Yeah.
President's Day.
Yo, it's only holiday that now.
There are many days, sir. There are many days.
Yeah.
And don't forget to like and subscribe. And let us know what you think in the comments.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's it. Bye.